Okay, so it is now noon. So welcome to Lunchtime Stamping at Noon with me, with Sponge and Stamp. Thank you so much for joining in today. I have a couple of announcements. They're pretty much the same announcements, but I like to go over them every week just in case somebody missed them or we have somebody new that's viewing. If you're watching the live replay, thank you so much for taking time out to watch it. And please comment and share so that you can be entered into the drawing to win a card. Okay, a hand stamp card that I made. All right, and also if you're watching live on YouTube, not live on YouTube, if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much also. And I hope you enjoy it. So let's go ahead and get started because I don't want to waste a whole lot of time diddle-daddling around. So the Kirby Celebration is available for pre-order right now if you're a demonstrator. If you're not, it won't be available to you until November 3rd, and it is an amazing set of stamps and a die and paper. You can buy it as a whole suite or you can buy it individually. There is a Christmas stamp, and then there's an everyday all occasion stamp set here, and then both stamp sets go coordinate with the dies, and then the paper coordinates too. So it's really a cute set. If you don't want to wait until November 3rd, you can always sign up to get the starter kit and add this to your kit. So for $99, you get to choose $125 worth of product, all your choice, and you will get a free coupon code emailed to you for a future paper pumpkin. And let's see what else. Oh, shipping is free and you get to join my awesome team. So we would love to have you. So if you don't want to wait for this and you'd like to pre-order that, go ahead and sign up and get your starter kit and be a discount shopper, or you can be a business builder, whatever your choice is. So we welcome all. Also, let's see here. The paper sale is still going on till the end of this month. October 31st is the last day. It's 15% off on select designer series paper. I have to tell you guys though, it is some of the most popular papers that we have. So there's some that's in the Christmas catalog and also in the annual catalog. Kadoki, and then the Jolly Gingerbread. So we have a big teaser on our paper pumpkin for November. So if you're not, if you haven't subscribed to that and you would like to get this kit, please remember to subscribe by, actually this is old, I am so sorry. This says 11 October to November. Whoops, we'll skip that one. Okay, so what is that one? I'll have to go back and check because I was pretty sure that that was the November paper pumpkin, but it may not be. Okay, so Sponge and Stamp. We have two classes coming up Thursday, October 22nd at 6:30, which is tomorrow night. If you would like to come and you have not RSVP'd, please RSVP so I can have a kit cut for you, because I am starting my cutting today. And Friday, October 23rd is the morning class, and it is at 10:30. Also coming up is November 19th, which is a Thursday night, and Friday, November 20th is our evening class and our morning class for November. So please RSVP if you'd like to come to that too. Also sign up for my newsletters and emails, because that is the best way to be in the know of sales and specials, and that Stampin' Up! Is doing, any specials that I may be doing, my classes, basically everything Stampin' Up! So that is the best way to stay up to date with what's going on. Okay, so that is it. So I am going to have to go back and check that paper pumpkin because I don't know. You guys, it has been a crazy week for me since I left you guys last Wednesday. So I am hoping that sometime very, very soon it is going to calm down for me. So if I mess up, or if I get tongue-tied, or if I forget something, or write the wrong date or the time on something, please have patience with me, and thank you so much for your understanding. Also, this is the host code. So for any online orders purchased this month, please use the host code 3JWYQ2MS. And thank you so much for your orders. They really mean a lot to me, and I really do appreciate them. That's what helps me to keep bringing you guys great inspiration and projects and ideas and all that kind of good stuff. Okay, so I know that you guys are anxious to see. So I know I posted a teaser on today's live, and this is it. I'm going to teach you how to make this cute little bag, this box bag, but we're going to decorate it using some different designer series paper and a different, we're going to decorate it differently. This is used with the warmth, the heartfelt warmth, heartwarming Hugs designer series paper, and this paper is on sale, so you can get this paper for, I think it's $9.98. You know what, we can look and see. I think it's $9.98, and it's normally $11.50, so that's a pretty good savings, and it's adorable paper. I've been having a lot of fun with it. So yes, it is $9.78. So you get a 15% savings on this, and isn't that so cute? So, and I use the Dove dies to make this, and I used a little bit of Stampin' Blends to color in our ornament, and then the peace, joy, and love sentiment, and the braided real red trim. Okay, so that's what I used to create that one. For the one that we're going to do today, I'm actually going to do two. I'm going to show you two different ways that you can do this. I'm also using the Heartwarming Hugs Designer Series paper. I'm going to use a different ribbon. The ribbon I'm going to be using is the, I never can remember the names, Snowflake Splendor ribbon. And this ribbon is really, really pretty. It's like an iridescent color. And I used my Real Red Stamping Blend, which is my alcohol marker, and I colored it. And then it's still, let me show you, it still is so iridescent. It's really, really beautiful. Okay, so, and then we're going to use some stitch shaped dies, and we're going to use, let me show you. Ooh. We're also going to be using another designer series paper as well, which is called the Trimming the Town, and this is on sale too. So you can get this for $9.78, and it's regularly $11.50. So, oh, thank you. So we're going to be doing a little bit of fussy cutting on this paper here, and I think that's it. We've got a little bit of cardstock that we're going to be using. I have my measurements right here so that I don't forget what the measurements are. And then we're also using the Itty Bitty Christmas stamp set. You can find this in the annual catalog. Okay, so let me pull my chair up here. And I have got a piece of the designer series paper. This is from the Heart, what is it called again? The Heartwarming, the Heartwarming Hugs designer series paper. So it is reversible. So this is the one side of it, and this is this side. And I have struggled all morning long to figure out what side I want to use, and I cannot figure it out to save my life. So I think I'm going to be using, this is going to be our main side. So because I really love this side, but I think it's just a little too busy for our decorations on the front, for our embellishments and stuff. So I've already gone ahead and saved some time, and I have pre-cut. You know what? I think we are going to go ahead and do this side. I know it's busy, but I really like the Mossy Meadow. And then I fussy cut houses from the Trimming the Town. So this is some of the paper, and I just picked the houses that I wanted, and I fussy cut them out, and I fussy cutted a couple of trees. And it's not, these are real easy to cut out. But let me show you, you can also get, which I wish I had because I'm actually falling in love with it. But it is, you can buy this in a suite too. So you get the ribbon, which is Old Olive and Poppy Parade. You also get all the trimmings embellishments, which are absolutely adorable. Plus you get the framelits and the stamp set. So the framelits, if I had them, will cut some of these houses out for you, so you don't have to fussy cut. Or you could use the stamp set and then cut them out. And then it has extra extra dies in there too. So like you have the snowscape scenes here that will cut that out. It cuts out this adorable Volkswagen, which you guys, that's like one of my all-time favorite cars, and I know that some of my family think I'm crazy because I love the Volkswagen Beetle, but unfortunately and sadly they aren't making it anymore. I think, if I'm not mistaken, last year was the last year for it, so most likely I probably will not be getting one. But had I noticed that it was in here, I probably would have definitely got this stamp set, because this stamp set isn't just for Christmas. So you got to think outside of the box a little bit. You can use this, just change up your colors that you use, like your ink pads. Instead of using your reds and greens, you can use different colors for welcome home. Like if you have somebody who's been away from home for a while and they're coming back home, like our servicemen and ladies who are deployed and then they come back home, you can have a welcome home, or you can do a new home. Congratulations on your new home. Welcome baby home. All kinds of stuff that you can do with these. It's not just for Christmas. Okay, so let's go on. So I've got, originally I thought that I would do the Old Olive cardstock for my handles, but then I decided I wanted to use the Mossy Meadow. So we're going to put these aside and we'll use these on our next project. So I have a Mossy Meadow cut out of the largest stitch shaped die. And then I have a Whisper White one out of the next largest die. So I'm not gonna stamp on that, but let me get my thoughts together before I get way ahead of myself and kind of mess up. Well, I did have a larger tree. Here it is. Let me get my, take your pick tool. Check this out. Picked it up for me. All right, so let's go ahead and put this stuff aside because we need to build our bag. So I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer right here. And I'm probably going to have to open this up. No, I don't have to. Okay. So I'm going to score using, with the long side, the 10.5-inch side, up at the top of my trimmer. So this trimmer is an amazing trimmer. It's got your cutting blade. It has your scoring blade, so you can do both on here. It has an extension arm that comes out so that it will help you measure your longer pieces of your paper. and it's very lightweight and it's very, very thin. So it's easy to store. So, and it's only $25. So if you don't have one and you're looking for a paper trimmer, this is a good one to get. Okay, so I am going to score at, let me give you the measurements of this paper. It's 10.5 by 6 3/4. Okay, so I'm going to score with the 10.5 inch side at the top. We're going to score at 4 inches. So I am putting my paper at 4. I am going to take my scoring blade, which is the light gray, and I'm going to score down. And then we're going to score at 5 inches. And I'm going to score, and then at, oops, I do need my arm out. We're going to score at 9 inches. And then at 10. At 10. Isn't the paper pretty? I really like it a lot, a lot. And you know, this paper too, even though it's geared towards Christmas, you can use this all season too, because wouldn't this be pretty at another time of the year or for a different type of card, this side here? And so much, a lot of it is that way. You don't have to use it for Christmas. So I really do like that. That's one of the things that I absolutely love about Stampin' Up! Is that there's so many different uses. So just because it's at Christmas doesn't necessarily mean it's just a Christmas paper or just a Christmas stamp. You can use it any time of the year that you want to. And their colors coordinate, which makes it so much easier on me, because sometimes I don't match very well. Okay, so we're going to score it now with the 6 3/4 inch. Oh wow, you guys, it's not in the camera. I'm so sorry. So at the 6 3/4 side is at the top, and we are going to score that at 1 inch, 1 inch, and then I'm going to flip it around and I'm going to score it at 3/4 of an inch. Now, if I was using paper that was directional, like if it went up and down, you would really have to pay attention to how you were cutting it and where you scored it on these two sides. So, but this one's not, I don't have to worry about that. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and fold and burnish on our score lines. Oops, I dropped the pencil. Okay, and then this one is going to go like that. Okay, I didn't fold that straight. Is it? No, this can come in just a little bit more. There we go. That'll be okay. And then we're going to burnish that. And then we're going to, having a hard time seeing my score lines on this paper. Okay. Are you guys still with me? I hope so. Okay. So if you're just joining us, thank you and welcome. Thank you for taking time out to join in with us. So, and then I have 2 score lines here. They need to be folded and scored. So, and I'm kind of watching the edges of my paper to kind of make sure that I am folding them straight. Just like that. Hope I'm in the paper. I need to move my camera up some more. All right, so we've got that. I think I'm going to work with this side. I hope you guys can kind of see those score lines. So the 3/4 of the inch is our top of our box bag, and then the 1 inch is the bottom part of it. So I'm going to bring in my paper snips. And this side right here, the 1/2 inch side, that's going to be the part that we're going to seal our bag, put our bag together. So I am going to cut up on this little score line right here, and I'm just going to cut this out just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to notch this so it will look like that, just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to come up. I'm going to go ahead and notch, but I'm cutting up to where our score lines meet, and then I'm going to do the same thing for here. And all I'm doing is taking out a third step, where normally I would cut up the center of the score line and then I would notch. So I'm just kind of cutting out or omitting that part and just cutting like so, making my notches and cutting it at one time. Does that make sense? I hope that it does. It just makes it a little bit faster and a little easier. It's a little trick that I learned. So I thought I would share it with you guys. All right, so, and then I'm going to just notch this side right here. And then I want to also notch this down here where we cut it. Just like so. And then this is what it should look like when you're done. Okay, so now I am gonna fold this down just like so. Actually, I'm gonna put my tear and tape along this before we fold it down. Okay, so I am just gonna run my tear and tape along the side of the 1/2 inch side, okay? And then we're going to, I'm going to furnish that down so that that's all nice and stuck down, because you want your bag to not fall apart on you when you put your little gift inside it, which, wait till you guys see what the gift is. If I can remember where I put them. Ah, they're behind me. Okay, so I am going to, yeah, like this. Okay, I put that on the wrong side, you guys. You believe I did that? I don't believe I did that. Yes, I do. All right, so it's gonna go. I know I'm doing this the hard way because I did this wrong, but I think it'll work just like that. Okay. Hopefully I got that on there straight, which I didn't. Wonder if I can, no, it's not going to. It's going to be a little crooked, but that's all right. Okay, so there is how it goes. I know I just made that look really hard, but that's okay. Our next one, I'll try to remember to do it right. But it worked, right? Okay, so now my seam is in the back. And I am going to put the bottom seam towards the back where the back seam is. So I'm going to put adhesive along the front flap that folds back. So hopefully I just made sense. I don't know. Okay, you guys laugh with me. I'm telling you, it's been a rough week for me. Okay, so I am going to remove that, but I know you guys can appreciate a little humor. Okay, and then I'm going to take my bone folder in here, and I am just going to kind of rub that so that that adheres nicely. And you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to fold this down. Well, so we're going to, if you do that, here's something that you can do. Sometimes our mistakes turn out to be okay, so it's not going to be quite like I wanted it to be, but it's all right. So we'll just cut those down on the fold lines. And so all I'm doing is just trimming down to the score line. Can't believe I did that. And I still did it inside out. No, I didn't. This was the way I wanted to do it. See, I'm confusing myself because I can't decide which way I want it to be. So normally before we glue the side together, we would fold down at the 3/4 of an inch fold line, and then that would give you a solid band all the way around the top. But silly me forgot to do that. So we fixed it. It's okay. It is okay. It still works. We're just going to have a little bit of seams, but it will be all right. So I'm just going to use a little bit of my liquid glue to fold that down and glue it down. I tell you what, I was just telling somebody this morning that I was really nervous that I was going to mess up on my Facebook Live because it's just been a tough week for me, and I'm having a hard time concentrating on some things, and this is just one of those things that happens, and especially when it's live, you never know. But hey, I'm just real, right? Just like you guys, and I make mistakes too. And look, it didn't turn out so bad, so it will be all right. It will be all right. All right, so when it's finished, it'll be even cuter. All right, so I'm going to take my little strips. These, you're going to need 2 of these, and this is cut out of Mossy Meadow cardstock. It is 3/8 of an inch by 5 3/4 of an inch. So what we can do, there's 2 different ways you can do this. You can do it like this, which is normally what I do, and make these cute little purse handles like this. But I thought that this way would be really cute and really different, like we did on here. So I'm going to take my ruler. I probably could score these too. Matter of fact, I think that's what I'm going to do. We're going to bring in our score, or our trimmer with our scorer on here. And I'm going to score this at 1 3/4 of an inch on each side. So I am just going to score this. Score. And then I'm going to flip this around and do 1 3/4 of an inch on this side. Just like that. Bring that up a little. Bring that up a little, just like so. And I'm going to score it just like so. Good, I'm glad you guys think it looks good. That wasn't how it was supposed to be done, but it's okay. It still worked, right? And you know what? If that happens to you and you try to give this a try, learn from my mistake and make sure that you fold that down before you glue the sides together. And if you don't, well, that's how you can fix it. So I almost scored that at 2 3/4 of an inch. All right, here we go. Score that. Flip this around right here. And there we go. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take these, and on the score lines, we are going to, I'm going to use my bone folder to kind of hold this in place. Ouch. Kind of hold this in place. I don't know why I said ouch. That didn't hurt. And I'm just going to fold it straight down, just like so. And then I'm going to do the same thing to this side over here. So where our score line is, which I'm having a hard time seeing my score lines, I'm going to do the same thing right there, just like so. So that makes our handle. Isn't that cute? So it's different, so it's not always the same handle. So I'm going to do the same thing with here. I am going to hold this here and fold that straight down, just like that. And then this side here, the same thing. Oh, it just ripped on me. Okay, so where is this? Let's cut us another piece right here. And it is 3/8 of an inch, right? 3/8, yes, 3/8 of an inch, which is an eighth before the half-inch mark. Oh my goodness. Okay, and then I want it to be 5 3/4 of an inch. Okay, and then I'm gonna score it at 1 3/4 of an inch. I'm not even believing I did that. Wow. At this point, you guys, I would believe anything that I do. Okay, so, but I'm not going to get myself all upset because things like this happen. It is paper, and it's not a big deal. Okay, let's try it again though. Okay, so I'm going to take my bone folder and just going to kind of hold that in place right there. Fold it straight down, and then take this one and fold it straight down as well. So just like that. Okay, well, this is really giving me a hard time today. Just like that. All right, so this will go in the back so we won't see it. All right, so I'm going to glue this just like that, okay, to the back of our bag and then to the front of our bag. And I am going to go ahead and use my liquid glue. Maybe that one doesn't work. Okay, so just like that. And the back is, where's the seam? Wow, you guys, I did that so well you can't see the seam. All right, so this is the back. So I am just going to kind of center that on there the best that I can, just like so. All right. I'm holding it just to let that glue dry. And then we're going to do this one. Same way. So the fold is going to go towards the front, on the front of the bag, at least on this one. So the fold should have gone towards the front and the back handle too, but because it kind of didn't fold on my fold line like I wanted it to. So isn't that cute? All right, so now to decorate. So we've got our Mossy Meadow circle that we die cut using the largest shaped circle die, and then the next smallest one we die cut the white, which I already went ahead and done that. So now I'm going to bring in my houses that I fussy cutted, and I am going to, and my trees here, I probably should have cut 3 trees, but I only did 2. So I am going to use, I'm going to do 2 houses, just like so. Actually, I might do 1. I think I'm just going to do 1 because we're going to put the trees on here too. So we're going to put a tree like right there. A little tree on this side, kind of right there, I guess. Kind of like, or we'll put the on the white, not the green. Okay, so we're putting it on the white. I'll get it right, you guys. And then the little one on this side, just like that. So isn't that cute? So we are going to use some dimensionals because we're going to pop these characters up here. So we've got that one, and then I need some little mini ones for our Christmas tree. So I think this is what I want to do anyway. All right, we'll see. All right, so this is gonna go right here. You guys, I will post this on the blog, and I will try to do a, I'll try to do a clean video for you guys so that you can see the right way to do it. And I'll also have measurements and a shopping list for all the supplies that I used over on my blog, and I will have that done. Today's Wednesday, class is Thursday, Friday, so I will have that done no later than Saturday. Okay, so there is our little sentiment, or not sentiment, but our little houses, and that's gonna go right on our old olive circle. Come on. And I'm sure I put too much glue, but that will be all right too. All right, so just like so. Just kind of center it on there. It's going to go on there. So now we just need to stamp our sentiment. So I need to get a scrap piece of Whisper White, which I have right here, and our stamp set that we're using. And I think I'm going to use Christmas Cheer. Okay, so you guys, don't let me forget to hey Nikki, oh, thank you. Thank you guys for understanding. Okay, so Christmas Cheer, Christmas Cheer, Christmas Cheer. I think it's this one. I think. I hope so. If it's not a biggie, right? It can be changed. So let me grab some ink, and we can use, I think I'm going to use Real Red for it. And this is Poppy Parade. I need Real Red, not Poppy Parade. And I think I'm also going to grab over, yeah. Okay, so I went ahead and grabbed a couple of other ink pads too for our other bag. Okay, so I need a block so that I can block this on there and ink this up in some Real Red, just like so. I'm going to stamp it down towards the bottom of that. Oh, I stamped it straight. Yes. That makes me happy. Okay, you guys. I am going to go ahead and trim this down. So I am using my little mini paper trimmer. Okay, and I am going to do the same thing to this. Just like so. All right. Okay. And then we're going to take this and we are going to trim this right about here. And then we're going to flag it. Like so. And flag it on this side here. And this side. Alright, and then I am going to pop it up to right across the bottom of this. Okay, so, or at least I think that's where I'm going to put it. We may play with it. And using mini dimensionals. Okay, we are going to take the backs off of those. Just like so. And we're going to play around with this because, oh, we got to pop this on there too. So let me, do I have any more? These will work. Okay, so I am just going to tear these guys right off of here and put those right like so, right like so. Okay, and I am going to pull the backs off of these. Whew. All right, so we're going to center that right on the bag, just like so. Is that straight? Just like so. All right, and then we can put this towards the bottom, like, you know what? I think I want to put it right here. I think I like that, just like so. All right, so are you guys, we got one more thing to do. Where's our my little bow that I went ahead and I colored using our alcohol markers? What did I do with it? You guys really did see that I had it. Remember, I showed you. There it is. Here it is, right here. Okay, so I am going to tie a bow. I really love the way that this turned out. I think that's so pretty. Yes, popcorn would be very cute in here, but you would have to put it in a sealed bag so that it would stay fresh. Okay, so I'm making a bow, and I want a larger bow than what we normally make for our cards because it's a larger bag, and I'd really like for it to make a little bit of an impression. So right there is it's gonna go. So we are gonna trim our little streamers here. So with my ribbon scissors, and I'm gonna give this a little cut, like so, and like so. And then we're gonna use a little blue dot to adhere it to the bag with. All right, and then it's going to go right in the center of our bag, just like that. So, isn't that super cute? So you guys are probably wondering what I'm going to put in this. And what I have is Duncan Hines, includes the frosting, is a mug and a cake. Cake mug. A mug and a cake. A cake mug. Hey, Megan. And we are going to put that in there. So we've got this. Isn't this a cute little gift idea? So you've got your frosting, and it even has the instructions on the back. And then it all fits right in here. So you can do that and stick your frosting in there just like so. Okay? And then, well, the icing might be a little longer, so I wonder if we can tuck that down like so. And then it fits right in there. So isn't that cute? I absolutely love this. This is such a cute, cute gift idea. Okay, so the next one that we're going to do is, it's the same thing, only I wanted to show you a different way that you could do it. So this one we're using Poppy Parade cardstock. I went ahead, for time purposes, I went ahead and I scored it, and I trimmed it up so it's ready to go. So we are just going to go ahead, and that's how it's supposed to go, is just like that. So we're going to go ahead and, no, we want to, I'm still getting ahead of myself. I have some more Trimming the Town Designer Series paper. Remember, you guys, this is one of the packs that's on sale, along with this one, which is the Heartwarming Hugs, and I remembered the name. And we are going to put this right on the front and the back. So the reason why I'm doing this one like this is because if you don't have, because you can use any Designer Series paper. Some of our paper actually comes in 6x6s, so you wouldn't have enough to actually make the bag box with the Designer Series paper. So I wanted to show an alternative way to where you could still make it and it will be just as cute. Okay, so these pieces here are cut at 3 3/4 by 4 7/8. 3 3/4 by 4 7/8. And all we're going to do is just kind of adhere this to the bottom. And I'm trying to leave an even border all the way around the sides and the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this piece down. Isn't that side so pretty too? The little snowflakes. This paper is so cute and so pretty. It's really hard for me to decide what to use on what card or what project because they're all so cute. Okay, so I am going to put that right on there just like so. And then we're going to do this side too. And you don't have to decorate the back. You could just decorate your front. But I am going to go ahead and decorate the back as well. So we're going to do the same thing with this. We're going to give it an even border around the sides and the bottom. I'm having a little bit of difficult time seeing my score lines though. Alright, so let's see. That is pretty good to me. Alright, so now we have this piece, which is in the same pack of paper, but we have the tree side, which is really cute too. And then this really super cute polka dotted thing. That is going to go on top, just like so. I want to make sure that this is going to go like so. Just like that. So this is our back. So I want the seam to match up in the back. So I am going to just lay this even along here like so. I want it to cover our designer series paper. I should have brought the paper up just a little bit more, but it'll be all right. So I'm just going to add a little glue here. All right. So we're going to put some glue on this. Now you won't have, if the paper that you're using to trim the top of it is only 6 by 6, then what you'll do is just cut it into pieces and lay it across. And it will be just as cute, just like our first bag that we did where I forgot to fold it down, so we ended up having to put the little, cut down the score lines to fold it. I need my silicone mat, and I am not sure what I did with it. So it's usually always right here, but oh, here it is. Okay, so I love my silicone mat because it needs to be bigger though, because my projects, my glue won't stick to it. Hot glue or liquid glue or your tape runners or glue dots, any kind of glue will not stick to it. It will come right off. And I love that. Alright, so I am just going to go all along the top just like this, okay? So that's what it would look like. Now if you were working with the 6 by 6s, you would just cut your little strips. You could just cut them the length of your designer series paper front, so it would just go along the front even with your square piece, or you could do it from side to score line and so forth. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I am going to trim this because I don't need it to be that long. So I'm going to just trim all but maybe about, what is that, about 1/4 of an inch. And then we're going to take our tape runner, not tape runner, but our tear and tape, and I'm going to run it down the side of this, just like so. And hope I just didn't get that on my front. Okay, and I'm going to take my bold folder, and I'm going to skip that down, just like so. And then this is going to fold in like that, and then this will go over, and we're going to try to line that up very best that I can. So just like that. Alright, So there you go. So isn't that cute as cute can be? Okay, so now we're going to fold this in, these side tabs. And then where is my seam? Wow, I did such a good job with my seam, you guys. Seam is right here, right here. This is the seam. So the two sides are going to fold in, then they're going to fold in the back where the seam is. And then the front tab, I'm going to use Terra tape, is going to do, is going to be the one that's going to fold in. All right, so that just gives you a cleaner finish. Okay, and then I am going to just peel this right off. All right, and then we're going to fold that down, hoping that our box is pretty straight. And then I'm going to stick my bone folder down in there. Well, thank you. It is a cute idea, huh? All right. So there it is. So this box will actually be a little taller than this because we did not fold this down. We just added it. So that's okay. So you have a taller box. Now I have my handles. And we are going to do the same thing. We are going to fold these. Actually, you know what? I want them to be a little bit longer. Do I want to do that? Just give two different, I think our handles need to be longer because this is, the box is taller. So I need some Old Olive cardstock, if I can find a piece without using, can't use that, that's for my card class. Okay, just give me a second here to find a piece of Old Olive. Here we go. All right, so I just think they need to be longer, so we're going to change it up a little bit. And I want 3/8 of an inch wide, so it's right about there. And I'm going to cut 2 of those, just like so. And then I think I want these to be like an 6 1/4. I'm pretty sure 6 1/4. So that's about 6 1/4, I think. That is. Okay. That is 6 1/4. All right. So they're a little longer. Come on. 6 1/4. Just like that. And then I am going to go ahead and score these. We're going to try it. But I think instead of 1 3/4 inches, we'll do it 1 1/2 inches. Or 1 1/4 inches. So I think I want my, I think I want them to be a little bit longer. So 1 1/4 inches and 1 1/4 inches. Hopefully these will fold right on me. It is a Facebook Live. There's no guarantee. All right. Hopefully they will not give me the time that the last handles did. Okay, 1 1/4 inches and 1 1/4 inches. All right, so we are just gonna, I'm just gonna use my finger and just fold that straight down just like that. And this one is the same thing. Come on, come work with me, just like so. I think, no, you know what? These just, that makes it wider. We have to make this longer. Okay, so I know that I am just guesstimating here, but I think I'm guesstimated pretty close. I bought that pretty close. So it's really not going to make it that much longer, is it? But it does make it a little wider, and I think I like that. All right, so we're going to do the same thing with this one. I want it to be about the same length here. So we're going to come down. I think that might be a little longer. Maybe I should have just done the curved handles. It'll be all right. All right, so we're going to come down right here. I think that is pretty good. All right, so I am going to, is it? It's fine. Okay, so oh. You guys, when I did the first box, and it went together so easily, and I'm like, wow. All right, so I've got this piece here, and this is our front, right? Yes. Okay, so this is our front, so I'm going to bring these just like that and that. So our handle is actually shorter, but it's wider. Okay, it'll be all right. That's my favorite word. It will be all right. It will be all right. So I'm going to put a little glue on here and a little glue on here. And then this is going to go right here and here, just like so. Whoops. Just like that. All right. So that's that. Now to decorate this one, we're going to kind of sort of go in the same direction as the last one, but maybe a little different. So I have littler houses, and where is, I should have a Poppy Parade circle. Here it is, right here. So we have a large circle cut from the stitch shapes, and we have our small circle, and then we have a little house. And the reason why I'm using a little house is because we're going to stamp our image on this circle too. So we are going to use, from our house to yours. So isn't that cute with the paper with all the little houses on it? I think it is absolutely adorable. See, I told you that is one of the things. I don't think this is, I didn't put my labels on these, so I'm trying to read them upside down. This one, it's this one. Okay, so, which I haven't even used this one yet. We will now. Okay, so I love this paper because it coordinates with this image here, with the sentiment. So from our house to yours, and I'm going to do it in Poppy Parade, I think. Yeah, I'm going to do it in Poppy Parade. Ink that up. Okay, so I'm going to place it right onto the left side, just like that. And I stamped that pretty stinking straight. Yahoo! All right, so I have two little houses here. So I think, and I cut these houses from this paper. So my scrap from when I cut these out, I just took some and cut the little houses out of there. So that worked really well, and I really liked it. Okay, so I'm going to glue this one flat, this itty bitty tall skinny one. I'm going to glue that one flat, so right about there. And then I'm going to pop up this larger one using a mini dimensionals here. And just going to put that one right, I'm going to move this over right there. Okay, so just like that. So from our house to yours, and then there's two little houses on there. We're going to put this right on there. I am going to just use some glue to get it on here. And just kind of center that on there. Just like so. All right, and then I think I want to jazz it up a little bit. So we are going to pull in some of our holiday rhinestones. These are in the annual catalog, and I really like these. I could throw a little champagne in there, but I think I'm going to stay with the colored ones. And the reason why is I don't really have a reason why about that one. I could use, you know what, maybe I will use the champagne ones. I just know that I think one of my projects, one of our cards has, I use the little rhinestones for, no I don't. Okay, so we'll use those. So I'm going to use, I think this ribbon will look okay. Let me see. I might want to keep it more like that and like that. So what do you guys think about that? That gives it a little bit of bling bling. And then I'll use my champagne, which are actually, they look gold sometimes, so those would look really pretty on there. Or we could use some of this ribbon here and not color it, which is the Snowflake Splendor ribbon, and we could tie a bow with that too. I didn't think this part through, what color of ribbon or embellishments. So we could put that one, and then we could use the holiday rhinestones on there, and we could use, we could either use the red, even though this is Poppy Parade, I think it will be fine, or we could use the Pool Party. You know what, you guys, I think I really do like this. I think I like the green. The green on there. And use the champagne. I think that's what I'm going to do. That's what I think I like. Hopefully you guys agree with me. I hope not. I hope you do. If you don't, that's okay. And, when you create this and make one for yourself, of course you can use any colors you want and any paper that you want. And you know, I could use, I think this, some more of the braided linen trim. I think that's too much red. I don't think, well, maybe we could try that too. That might be really cute on there. That on there. This is real red, and that's Poppy Parade, but you really can't tell that much of a difference. So which one do you guys think? I'm going to give you guys a couple of seconds to reply to me. Yes, green. Okay, so the green and not the braided. All right, so we're going to put the green on there. And indecisiveness. Glue dot right on there, and put that right on there. And then, you know, we don't have to put the bow there. We could put the bow somewhere else too, and that would be perfectly fine. All right, so we need to attach this. So I'm going to pop that up with some dimensionals here. I'm just using what's left of this, waste not, want not, right? And just like so. All right. Oh, I have a creature up and moving around. Do you guys hear her toenails hitting the wood floor? All right, so there we go. Let's see, a creature. A creature. Oh, she's going to come in here and visit me. Well, hello there. Okay, so I'm going to center that the best that I can, just like so. All right, so we're going to use some gold or champagne, and I'm going to put one right here, and then I'm going to put one right here, and then we'll put one up here. So just like that. So what do you guys think? Isn't that sweet as sweet can be? My house is a little tiny crooked. It's all right. You did hear her. Yeah, it's my, it's actually my son's dog, and she's a husky. So a lot of you guys already know that, but some of you don't. So she's a husky. She's beautiful, and she's a big sweetheart. She thinks she's a lap dog, but she's really squishes you when she tries to be a lap dog. So when she walks, you can hear her. All right, so again, here's our little treat. I wish I had like the little Lipton soup mixes, because you could put a Lipton soup mix in here and maybe use a different sentiment on here, not necessarily Christmas colors. You could use a non-Christmassy look, and like if you could use the Ridiculously Awesome, has Healing Hugs in there. It's I don't have it over here, but it's got a sentiment in there that says Healing Hugs, and you could do something really cute similar to this. You could even use the dies that coordinate with that stamp set to do on there, and that would make a really cute thing to put on there too. And you know, sometimes you can buy those little tiny spoons too, and you could decorate one of those spoons and slide it inside, and there you go. So that is your treat for today. So this is my original one. This is the Peace, Love, and Joy. And then this is the alternative, which actually makes a little bit longer of a bag. So if you didn't want it quite this long, you could trim it, cut it to 10.5 by 6 inches instead of 6 3/4 of an inch, and then it would be the same size as this one. So there we go. That is it. That is our mug cake / soup treat holder. So thank you guys. So, and as you guys saw in this video, you can mess up and you don't have to waste your paper and throw it away. You just kind of tweak it a little bit to your mess ups. If you wanted to dress this one up a little, because I didn't emboss this, so if you guys can see, it's just plain. So you could actually emboss this piece too with anything. You could do the Evergreen Forest one, emboss trees in the back, or you could use the Woodland embossing folder, which is like it gives the it's trees. It's like the birch trees, and it's got the little branches. It's really pretty. You could use that. Or you could use the embossing folders that are in with the Heartwarming Hugs Designer Series paper. I think I got that right. Graham crackers and chocolate with marshmallows. Absolutely, a s'mores box. That would be amazing too. I was trying to find, here they are right here. So you could use these to emboss those too, and that actually would fit in there just perfect. So these are designed for the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine that will be coming out soon, hopefully. But they also work through the regular one too. So, but you could use one of these. So this is like a plaid type. Let's see if I have a Christmas card that I actually, here we go. I have one here where I used the plaid, not plaid, but I don't know what you call that. It looks like maybe a little check or whatever. It's got that one. And then this one is, it matches this designer series paper. So actually that one would have been really adorable on there too. So you could have stepped it up a notch by doing that, or I could have. So if you guys need help and you want to create these, recreate these, because you have the perfect people in mind that you would like to give these to, they make perfect little gifts, perfect little teacher gifts, co-worker gifts, friend-to-friend gift, cheer me up gift, thinking of you at Christmas gift. Sometimes it's not necessarily what's inside, but the packaging makes all the difference in the world, because I know I would love to get something like this. So and it's just really special that someone would take the time out to hand make something for you. And then the mug and the cake is extra special, especially if it's chocolate. Okay, so you guys, I could just ramble on and on and on and on and on, but thank you so much again for taking time out to spend with me today on your lunchtime on Wednesday. And I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your week. I am also going to try to pop on here again this week because it's getting closer and closer to Christmas, and I want to give you guys more and more ideas and inspiration. I cannot give you a time and a day because of my schedule, but just if you're, hopefully you've liked my page, and click that you follow me, and if you're following me, you should get notifications of every time I go live. I'll post at least 15 minutes before I go live as well. So you guys look for me sometime this week. I don't know if it will be another lunchtime or if it will be later in the day. Possibly it'll be it won't be an evening, because it won't be evening. It may even be Saturday. I don't know. Okay, so you guys have a wonderful rest of the week, like I said, and thanks again for joining me. Doodly-doo.